Self-Esteem Queen. Happy Saturday. So it's Saturday. And I am preparing for the Don't Be Bitter, Be Better, How to Eliminate Toxic People, Places, and Things from Your Life series. And you guys sent me a lot of questions. And so I'll be answering the questions, not all at the beginning. Some questions I can answer at the beginning, but several of you have sent me a similar question. And I want to answer it before the Don't Be Bitter, Be Better series begins. So the question goes something like this. I've had this friend for years and and then through this friend I met this friend, and long story short, I'm no longer friends with the person I've known for a long time, but now I'm friends with this person. Awkward much. How do I eliminate the toxic part of the fact that I'm not friends with this person, but I met this person through this person, and now this person and I are friends? So first of all, of course I've been there. If you are new to my YouTube videos, there is a plethora of information on my YouTube page. You should probably go check it out. YouTube, Self-Esteem Queen is my YouTube name. So I've talked about this, and I'll talk about it again. I think that, there's that reason, season, lifetime. It's real. It's true. And I think oftentimes we get so comfortable because we've known someone for a long time. And then they change, or we change, or we're both changing, or one of us doesn't change at all. And one day something just sort of click, and you're like, I don't really like you that much. We used to be thick as thieves, call each other sisters, but I don't really like you that much anymore. For whatever reason, I don't really like you that much. And at the same time, you have this friendship now with this person, and this person is like dope and awesome. It's okay to be an adult and have that conversation with a dope and awesome person if that conversation is necessary. Because a dope and awesome person could be friends with two people that are not friends, because all of their friends aren't friends with each other. It happens in personal situations and also in business situations. And you have to be willing to be a mature adult, because the reality is that you're going to always run into people that you've either had a great experience with or a not so great experience with. And I've told people many times, people think because I do these videos that, I'm like, listen, it wouldn't all be done without my assistant of 16 years and my business manager. I don't make decisions that are for my business. That allows me to be creative and work in my business. That's leveraging everything that I do. That gives me time to do this. And the reality is that I wouldn't know how to say no to people, So that's why I have people behind me that I talk to and consult in, and they say, that's a good deal. Don't do that deal. And there have been people who, have praised me. And in that same time of praising me, they said, oh yeah, let's work together. I think you're great. And then the minute that something happens to whereas we're prohibited from working together, they're like, oh, you're a horrible person. Everybody's not like that though. And so if I took what one person did and used it against everybody that I have an encounter with, I probably wouldn't have any friends. But the reality is that some things are meant to come together and some things are meant to fall apart. And there are some friendships that are meant to fall all the way apart. And when you realize that, you also realize that once something falls apart, something else comes together. Okay, so you're friends with someone that you have a mutual ex-friend with. What's the problem? You know, the point of this series is for you guys to get into a different mindset as to, you know, I run into people all the time who, you know, I've been cool with, and then something has happened and I'm not cool with them anymore. It doesn't stop me from living life, and it doesn't stop me from being cordial with people that I've ended up not working with. The reality is that some things just don't work out. It's never personal. And so the moment that you think that it's personal, that's where the problem arises, because everything is not personal. Just like you go through things, other people go through things. Some of the things, don't ask, okay, because I've already called for Verizon. First of all, it was brand new when we got here, so it shouldn't even be beeping, and it's not my responsibility, and it still works. And it doesn't prohibit you from hearing the birds. It's all about a mindset shift. And so for those of you who, you know, are saying awkward much, no, it actually isn't awkward. It's not awkward at all. It's only awkward because maybe that's the situation that you felt it, maybe you felt the energy should be that. You guys aren't all going to the jazz festival together. You guys, you know, aren't, I mean, I don't really go to weddings or birthday parties to begin with. So I don't, if I'm friends with somebody and you know, there are common day situations in my life right now where I'm friends with somebody that I met through somebody else who may not be around anymore in that person's life or in my life. And we're all still making it do what it do. And so I'm glad you guys signed up for the series, because it sounds like you definitely need it. And if you have not signed up for the series, but you watch my YouTube videos, I have a free series going on. It's called Don't Be Bitter, Be Better, How to Eliminate Toxic People, Places, and Things from Your Life 3.0, because this is the third time that I'm doing this in the last, I haven't done it since 2010. So there's so much new information, so many new things about social media, cyberbullying, trolling, things that weren't added in the first. And so I am so happy to bring it back and to bring a common day, because some of you girls are struggling. You know, you are really struggling. You are befriending somebody on a social, I'm in the garage. You are befriending somebody in a social media platform, and then, you know, out of sight, you don't really know how this person is beside what they're actually portraying. But when you meet this person in real life, you're like, this person is bonkers. There are signs. You know, and some of you guys are calling people your friends and they're not your friends. And some of you guys are going to places that you know are toxic, but you're going there anyway. And, you know, all toxic places are, you know, not in the physical. Some toxic places are strictly emotional, mental, spiritual. Some of you guys are, you know, just putting yourself in an emotional purgatory that you don't even really need to be in. And so this series helps you to sort of unlock that, and I'm really excited about it. I'm also excited because a really great friend of mine and also a colleague, and when I say friend, so I met this person when I was in a airport in Memphis, Tennessee, of all places. And he's a professor of biology at Cal State Dominguez Hills. Dr. Thomas Landfield, yes. He wrote this awesome book, and I'm really excited about this book. I just got it in the mail last night. Sex, understanding what you know, what you want to know, and what you have not even thought about. I had the pleasure of reading it before it was published, and I have to tell you, this book is amazing. It's amazing. So, and you know, I love what he wrote on the inside, because it's nice when your colleagues feel as affectionate for you as you feel for them. And this is a guy that I absolutely love. I love our intellectual conversations surrounding sex. You know, there is a such thing as having an intellectual conversation surrounding sex. And while he was on sabbatical, this was the product. And so he wrote to Dawn, a friend, a mentor, and a person who has inspired me, motivated me, and not just someone who I really enjoy knowing. You are definitely a role model to many, including me. Love, Tom. I love you. I love you. I love you, Tom. Thank you. And so as soon as I get more information on where you can get this book, I'll put it, you know, I'll give the information. But until then, I just want you guys to know that intellectual reading stimulates the brain, and you should be doing that on an everyday basis, okay? I'm not talking about reading somebody's Instagram post. I'm talking about reading a good book. Books are super important in my life. And they surround me. They're everywhere. There are books everywhere. Like, if you don't believe me, let me show you. I keep books. It's what I do. I love books. Look, here's a book on candle making. Happy for No Reason. Yeah. I love books. But more important, I love reading. And I love information. And then I love giving information. So if you're not signed up for Don't Be Bitter, Be Better, sign up. Otherwise, I look forward to helping you guys feel unawkward about moving on with your life successfully and for living your best life, because there's no reason to apologize for doing what's best for you. And when other people do what's best for them, there's no reason for them to apologize to you. And so we'll have these conversations. I look forward to it, and I'll see you guys soon.
I've been thinking about you, boy, because you're so far away. Makes me want to send you all the love inside.